What is up, my fellow mobile gamers? In today's video, I am showing you how to travel, move without bouncing the basketball. This is a pretty cool glitch that I discovered a few weeks ago while playing, and I just kind of wanted to make a video about it now that we're kind of just waiting for our 55 players on Rule the Court to kind of generate their rewards until Sunday. So we really don't have a lot going on. So this is a perfect time to make this video. First thing I want to do is I'm going to walk you through the process of it. Then we're going to go into a 1v1 battle so you can actually see it in action. And then I'm going to go over kind of the reason you would want to do this, the positives, kind of what you can get out of it, and also kind of the negatives as well. So make sure you stick around for the entire video. Otherwise, you're going to see me do it and you're not going to understand what is the purpose. So the whole idea behind this is what we're going to be doing is when we first have the ball and we're on offense and you have the ability to do a jab step, you have to do a certain jab step, so not the short one. Your players have two different jab steps. You'll notice that one of them, whether it's left or right, it'll be like a short jab step, and then the other one will be kind of more this exaggerated jab step where they kind of maybe bring their other leg all the way over. You'll see it once we go through the examples, and the whole idea is you want to use your pump fake when you have your player in the middle of a jab step animation. What this does is it makes him go and put his one of his legs through the other side, only the other side, and then when you do the pump fake, it kind of teleports him to that new location without ever dribbling the ball. And you can go ahead and keep doing this, and your player will just move around the entire court without dribbling a single time. Now, the problem to this is the fact that as you start to do this more and more, your character drifts off either to the left or right, and the camera does not follow them. So you will have the potential to get to the point where if you keep doing it, I think like by the third or fourth time, your character is pretty much off your screen and you can't even see them. So you really only want to limit this to doing it like once or twice, so that way you can still see your player. Now, what we're going to do is we're then going to do a regular pump fake, and it's going to make our opponent, the computer, jump up, and then we can kind of drive by them. Now, the way this works is, if you've ever noticed when you're doing a regular pump fake without dribbling, like when you first start with the ball and you do a pump fake, the computer never jumps. The computer only jumps after you've dribbled and then you stopped dribbling and then do the pump fakes. Then you can get the computer to do a jump, to try and block your shot. So what we're essentially doing is we're doing this to trick the computer into thinking we've moved even though we haven't. So we're triggering the computer to do their jump to try and block us. And then if you time it right, you are actually able to kind of blow by them and get an instant easy dunk or layup. So let's jump into some demonstrations so you can kind of see this. We are going to be on the shot clock, so it's going to be a bit tough. We're probably going to get some shot clock violations because I want to try and explain it the best I can. The other problem you're going to face is you can only do this with certain players that have high speed and really good, like not necessarily ball handling, but ball handling does help. But you want to have players who have really good quick moves. Pretty much all my players on Rule the Court. So the demonstration for this is going to be a bit wonky. So what I'm going to try and do is once we get all of our players back on Sunday, I'll try and record a new video where you can actually see this glitch better in action of actually working. So see this is our regular jab step. This isn't the one that's going to work. We want that exaggerated one. So we're going to go this and then a pump fake, and you'll see we got him to move. So every time we go ahead and we do that pump fake, you'll see that we're making our character move. He's kind of moonwalking through the area because the pump fake with the jab step. It's a travel. You can't do this in basketball. Like if you tried to do this in an NBA game or just any type of game, you'd instantly get called for travel. You're picking up your pivoted foot constantly and you're just kind of walking. So it's an illegal move that you really can't use. All right, so let's try and do it again. So we'll go like this. Now you'll see he jumps. So now what you would do is you would kind of blow by him. So we'll go like this, and then you would move. But see, TJ McConnell, the character that we are using, he's really slow. He doesn't have good speed. He doesn't have really good ball handling skills. So it's hard to really show it off with this example. It works best for all world players. Like Chris Paul is a really good one. You can do it almost flawlessly with Chris Paul, Kyrie Irving, Damian Lillard. All of those players, they do it exceptionally well, where you just go like this, get them up in the air, and then you just constantly, you'll do a swipe either left or right to kind of blow by them. Now, sometimes you'll notice that they don't jump, and you also have to time it correctly. It's very, very important that you time it correctly. So like there, see how you do it? And then we didn't move fast enough, but we almost had it for that instance where we got the pump fake, and then you kind of just have to guess that he's gonna do it, and then go to the left or right to get that spacing and then drive forward. And it's almost always an easy layup or dunk because you're moving after they already kind of jump, because you're anticipating them to jump, which they pretty much do 90% of the time after you do that pump fake when you're kind of moving. It's also not exaggerated for this player either. There's going to be other players that are going to have like a wider jab step, and you'll notice them travel a lot more after you do that pump fake. So you'll see we haven't done any jab steps or any movement, and you can do these pump fakes all day and they will not jump until you do some type of movement. So once you do the jab steps and then you start doing the pump fakes, then you can get them in the air. But it's best to do the jab step and then the pump fake to kind of get your guy to travel, and then you're almost always have them immediately try and jump, and that's when you go ahead and you just do a slide to the left or right to get by them to avoid their jump contact, and then you just blow by them and go straight forward. That is it. I hope you guys and girls enjoyed the video. Stay happy, stay safe. I'll see you all there. Peace.